Hi there, this is Krista Moore and welcome to the Krista Moore Show. This is actually show number 107 and today I happen to be in one of the most beautiful places in the world.
Yes.
And you get to be here quite often, so I'm a little jealous. But I want to introduce you to someone that I met yesterday. I'm actually in Hunting Island Beach State Park, right?
Yes.
And we're in front of the lighthouse, and I am going to be interviewing and meeting a volunteer who works here. How many months out of the year?
Probably about 3 months.
About three, yeah. Yes. So it's a great, cool story, and I'd like to introduce you to Laura Boozer.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good last name.
It is a very good last name.
That's great. So first off, I just want you to maybe introduce yourself, kind of tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
I am Laura Boozer. I live in Aiken, South Carolina, and I've been coming to this wonderful place for about 40 years.
40?
40 years.
Wow.
So I come when I was little. I brought my children,
Mm-hmm.
and now I bring my grandchildren, and it's just a magical place.
So tell me a little bit about, so 40 years is a long time, right,
Yes.
to come back. So you have something about this place really is special to you. Could you pinpoint that? Do you know what it is?
It's just magical. I can't say why. It's just, this place is just awesome. When you ride through the woods or down the roads coming here, you think a dinosaur is going to jump out at you. And just the beach is beautiful, and the people are great. The campground, that's where I stay a lot of times.
Yeah. So it's interesting. What I learned that she does is she volunteers her time in exchange for having a campsite.
Yes.
For a period of time, and 3 months at a time, I understand. And today's your last day?
It is. I'm sad.
So yesterday was gorgeous, a little windy, and we went up in the lighthouse. So tell us a little bit about your volunteer position here and what you do to support the lighthouse and greet guests.
Well, I treat people like I want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I say that is, this place is so special that when somebody comes here, might be their only vacation or their only time they can come, and I want to make it enjoyable for them. And you become friends with a lot of these guys out here, and the memories are unbelievable. And so every day, you know, we have to walk up to the top of the lighthouse, 167 steps, and we have to open it up, and in the afternoon we have to close it, and we have to open the buildings.
One of the things that she said yesterday that I loved is she will, at sometimes, like let's say there's a full moon or there's something special going on in the sky, like we had around Christmas time with the star.
The Star of Bethlehem,
the Star of Bethlehem.
Planets Aligned. Yes.
Planets Aligned, that you get the opportunity to have this wonderful view at the top of the lighthouse, which is just amazing.
It is. It really is. Last week was the wolf moon, and that was unbelievable. It was the prettiest thing I've ever seen.
I don't know what a wolf moon is.
It's just it's what they call it. It's a full moon. And it comes.
And it's real close.
Yes.
I think, yeah. So
it's a glow out there in the ocean, and then it looked like a boat was on fire. Something was on fire, and then it just started rising, and it was. And all I had was a cell phone. Yeah. No other camera.
That's okay. They take good pictures.
Yes, but it was absolutely gorgeous. So I get to get that opportunity to see stuff like that.
Yeah. You know, one of the things that you said too about coming back 40 years and this is your place. I mean, at some point you had to have made this choice or this decision to be here more frequently. You said you're a beach girl. I mean, you like the beach. And so just the beauty of, okay, this is your office. This is where you have to go to work every day. And you get to look at the beautiful beach and all of the trees and the lighthouse. But I'm wondering, what was it that kind of helped you make the decision to, hey, this is what I'm going to do?
I was camping last year, and I seen one of the rangers, and he come up to me and he said, have you ever thought about hosting? And I'm like, no. And, you know, a bulb went off, and hubby was still working. And he said, if you want to do it, you love the beach. And he says, I'll bring the camper, and you can come down here, and you can do it. Hubby calls this my jibber jabber job.
Jibber jabber job.
He said, I'm an expert, because I love talking to people and making people feel welcome.
That's great. So he's working in the RV while you're volunteering? Is that
we kind of pick at him. We call him Mr. Mom because we do have 3 rescues. and he'll, you know, take care of the dogs and all that. And he'll open and close the lighthouse if I get too lazy that I don't want to climb it.
Yeah, that's great. You know,
but he's great. He's really.
I talk a lot about, and I like to interview people that have kind of rediscovered their purpose and their passion, and are doing things every day that's meaningful, and enjoy what they do, and would do it even if they didn't get paid. And you're a volunteer.
I am.
So that it brings it all together. Like, you would not do this if you weren't passionate or feeling that it was purposeful for you.
I wouldn't. And it's like I told the ranger, Carl, I said, if it ever becomes a job, I quit.
Yeah.
Because this is not a job.
That's great.
I mean, I absolutely love meeting new people. I take a lot of pictures of our guests.
Yeah. Oh, we got our picture taken yesterday, and she was actually a professional. She was like down on the ground. You knew the right angle to get us all into the.
And it's all about making memories for our guests.
Yeah.
And that's the whole purpose, is making memories. And how many times have you went, even probably that you couldn't be in the picture, y'all both couldn't be in the picture because somebody had to take a picture.
That's right.
I'm making memories. I get to be the person that made the memories for the families.
Yeah, I like that, because what I just discovered about you is that's probably it. That's the magic.
It is,
because you're able to help, and because you had memories made for 40 years here, and now you can help other people make their memories.
And we've had people that come from all over the world: Ukraine, Russia, China. I mean, Australia, the Netherlands, Europe, Germany, Spain. I mean, you name it, they come here to see this beautiful lighthouse.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you were telling a couple of really good stories too. Wasn't there someone that came to you and wanted to propose?
Yes.
And so tell us a little bit about that story.
Well, he come and we were booked up, and he goes, "Ma'am, I really need a favor." He said, "I want to propose to my girlfriend, and I want to do it on top of the lighthouse." And I said, "Uh-oh." I said, "Just give me a minute, I'll make it happen." And so I did, and I took a picture of him, and I told him, I said, "I'm gonna take a video out there." And anyway, he was so excited about proposing to his girlfriend that he forgot I had the video out there. And as soon as he got out there and he went on his knee and proposed, I was down there shooting a video.
Oh my goodness!
And so when they come down, and I said, "I got the video," and she just busted out crying, you know, because it was just so special to her, and I captured that moment for them.
Yeah. And that's exactly what you were just saying. It's that you were able to capture that memory for them, and that gives you purpose and pleasure and meaning.
Oh,
very cool.
And then last week we had Don Turner. His grandfather was the lighthouse keeper in the 1920s. The great granddaughter and the mom went in there and sang the lighthouse song. And
you can find that on the Hunting Island Facebook page, right?
And I think also on Friends of Hunting Island, they posted it too.
Yeah, it's really, really great.
It is.
Yeah, so that's priceless, right?
I mean,
this is grandchildren of someone that was the lightkeeper.
Yes.
Well, I also just want to put a plug in for this lighthouse, because we are newbies in terms of traveling in our RV, and I looked online, and this is actually rated the #1 state park, or even RV park, in all of the United States for being waterfront. And I mean, there's a lot of options, but this was rated #1. And then to meet all the fun people and friendly people and all the trails, and then this is just gorgeous. So I would highly recommend for people to visit.
Oh yes, this place is magical. I mean, whenever you hear me talk about it, my face just lights up.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to come back today and interview you. I wanted to hear more about your story.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's just so. I had one lady. She come up and she walked up and she stopped so far, and she just busted out crying.
Oh my goodness!
And I'm like, oh my goodness. And I'm like, "Ma'am, what's the matter? Can I help you?" And she's like, "I was supposed to be here in April." This was in June of last year. "I was supposed to be here in April with my husband, and he passed away. And I want to continue." And she was just emotional, and I walked her through it, and I, took pictures, and I said, "Just, your husband's here with you in your heart."
Oh, that's great.
And
what a beautiful story.
Yes. So you hear so many stories.
So what are you going to do when you leave tomorrow? What's next for you for the rest of the year?
Well, this is the only place I volunteer at, because this is, I don't know, this is my heart. This is my passion. This is my place.
Yes.
I'll just go home for a couple of weeks, and then one of the hosts is wanting to leave early, and so they've asked me to come back and just fill in for them, and then I come back in June.
Oh,
So
that's
I'm here
great.
from
You'll be
June
here
to
for the
August.
summer.
Yeah, that's my regular time, so I just fill in for a couple of times
Yeah.
and help the Rangers out.
That's
and all that.
great.
And I just love it.
So Eddie is our photographer, videographer today. I'm just going to have him take some shots so that you can see what a beautiful place this is, and that'd be awesome. But in the meantime, I just want to thank you for taking a few moments out to do the interview. It was great to hear your story, and something that I loved about just our conversation was really helped me better understand that rediscovering that passion of, it's about memories. It's about helping other people make memories.
That's all it's about.
Yeah, I love it.
You love life, you live in laughter. And the most three important things in making memories. You don't want to wake up one day and regret things you didn't do.
That's
or
right.
you did. You want to wake up and remember everything you did do with no regrets.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're more than
Take care.